straight from the city. It's an offer we're digging into as part of our Rebound initiative. And as ABC 10 News reporter John Horn explains,
of San Diego and Chula Vista are offering loans of $25,000 to $95,000 at 3% interest, well below the typical 7 or 8%, and no interest accrues for the first 6 months.
This seems like something that would definitely benefit us, and then we can make the judgment of what we want to do in 6 months.
But unlike PPP...
Good news, many seniors and retirees may be eligible to receive additional financial assistance from the federal government this year. The lawmakers have confirmed the American people will be able to save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in stimulus money and get additional refunds for their stimulus checks. So, Social Security is a big problem right now. It's in deep trouble because of many things going on in Congress. First of all, seniors on Social Security can expect to receive much larger checks this month, all thanks to the 2023 cost of living adjustment that officially takes effect. The average retiree will receive around $140 more per month. That's good, because thanks to the COLA, many experts were quick to point out that money may not go too far due to surging inflation. However, the most recent inflation data has promising news for those on Social Security. Like I said, it turns out your boost benefits might go farther than you think. Now, in 2022, seniors are burdened by inflation, we all know that, but the SSI calculated that COLA by tracking the third quarter consumer price index for the urban wage earners, clerical workers refund. That's done by year to year. And what I mean by this, folks, is that based on the third quarter inflation data, seniors received a 5.9% COLA increase in 2022. However, inflation was still far beyond the 6% throughout the year, causing benefits to lose a substantial amount of money. So, throughout most of 2022, CPIW hovered around 8 to 9%, leading to an 8.7% COLA for 2023. And the good news is that since COLA was announced in October, inflation has slowed, everybody. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, this is what it means. The CPIW increase was 7.1% in the 12 months ending November 2022. That's down 7% in October and 8% in September. So with that happening, in other words, inflation has slowed slightly over the past few months. Seniors will still receive a larger than average boost in benefits. That means your check may actually go further than experts previously thought. And because of that, well, another bright spot for seniors is that considering how inflation has slowed over the past few months, it's promising news. So Medicare Part B costs have decreased, and also, besides that, typically these premiums are automatically deducted from your monthly benefit amount and are lower cost, so that can mean larger than expected checks just for you, folks, just for you. Because however the average benefit amount, the SSA takes an average about of your earnings around 35 years of your career that you earned the most money from. So that number is then run through a complex formula to complex and account for inflation, and the result is your primary insurance amount. So, for instance, your primary insurance amount is the amount you'll receive if you begin to claim your full retirement age. The figure will depend on your birth year, but everyone's full retirement age will fall between the ages of 66 and 67. The earlier you begin claiming, the less you receive each and every month. And now, even if you meet all the other requirements from the Social Security benefits, well, if you file at age 62, the most you could receive is around $2,600 per month for stimulus cash. So claim at age 65, the maximum benefit increase, well, that's around $3,300. And age 70, you'll be eligible for the full benefit amount of $4,500. In general, the higher your income, the more you qualify for in benefits. However, only income up to a certain limit is subject to Social Security taxes, because once you surpass this limit, you won't even pay additional taxes and your benefit amount will not even increase. Folks, I hope President Biden could do something about this and send out stimulus payments before it's too late for the people.
An all-time high. When I talk about 210,000 in November of 2022, a year before that, we were at 131,000 for November, and a year before that, before President Biden took office, we were around 20,000. So we've gone from 20,000 to 210,000. Just as scary, and I'm somebody who believes in intact families, just as scary is the callousness of the Biden administration to the degree to which the open border situation tears apart families. In November, there were 9,000 over 9,000 unaccompanied minors released to sponsors apart from their parents. A year ago, instead of 9,000 people being broken away from their parents, we had about 10,000 again in the Biden administration. But a year before that, the final year of another administration, the number was 1,200. There were months in which we had under 200 unaccompanied minors enter the country. We're now over 9,000. Please, I wish we remember that when we have our open borders policy, we are causing so many children to be raised apart from their parents. I also want to point out the number of gotaways, which is a particularly dangerous subgroup of people coming here illegally. So you folks understand there are two big groups of people coming here illegally. There are people who ask for asylum. Usually they don't deserve it, but they ask for asylum and turn themselves into the Border Patrol. So at least we get to do a little medical checkup on them. We're allowed to get a little bit of information on them. If we have the right name, which we may or may not, we can do a little bit of
what I think are really important issues. I have a great concern that we're heading, as a globe, spiraling into the greatest food insecurity our planet has ever seen, affecting more people than ever. And obviously, this is an issue for Côte d'Ivoire. And so I would like to know from you, what is the largest impact of the Russians' war in Ukraine on the agricultural sector in the country, and what are some thoughts of yours to help to deal with any food insecurity?
Folks, did you know that you may be eligible to receive up to $1,000 from your state and city? And many of you are wondering how you can claim such additional financial assistance. Well, roughly 7 months have passed since the final enhanced monthly child tax credit payment was dispersed to families in the US. Now, since the checks ended, the number of children in poverty has increased from 12% to 17%. It has put 3.7 million children below the poverty line. Millions of parents welcomed these payments in the latter half of 2021 as they help provide financial relief during the crisis. This year, with inflation on the rise and a possible recession looming, several states are now planning to send families more money to lessen the impact. There's a new Republican Senate proposal that would send up to $350 per child and includes a work requirement. For now, it's up to the states to decide if they'll provide money to families in need. And so far, there are several states planning to enact a state child tax credit on offering deductions for households with children. Only one of those states is pending governor approval. Families in California who earn less than $25,000 are eligible for this $1,000 check as either a reduced state tax bill or refund. Those earning between $25,000 and $30,000 would receive a refunded reduced credit.